So I got to give her the floor and let her have her say. I appreciate I appreciate her tuning in. And so, Shelly, what's on your mind?
First of all, that young lady dipping all that ice. What you making, a damn snowball? I hope it ain't a thing. Because you just put half a gallon ice.
She making frozen cups.
Okay. She taking it back in the day to the frozen cups.
Okay. All right. Well, I don't have a lot to say except for, Jackie, you've been my girl since high school. Of course, we know a lot of the same people outside of school. You always were a talker.
Imagine that.
Imagine that.
I'm just happy for you. I'm happy for you. You're doing big things. You're doing good things for yourself and others. And I'm very proud of you. Mervo put out some good people.
Damn right.
So I just want to say happy birthday. God bless you, and I wish you many more.
I thank you so much. I'm telling you, we have so much. It's funny because the history that we share is like you can't even put a price tag on it, and it can be probably a year or so since I've connected with Shelly, and it's like we pick up right where we left off. It's not like that kind of friendship where you're like, how come you didn't call me, or how come you didn't do this? We don't do that with each other. We know that I know if I needed something and I called her, she would be there. So we don't have to define our friendship to other people. So I always appreciate you. I see you out there getting your life a lot of times, and I'm like, that's my Shelly girl right there.
Yeah. With my messed up knees too, but I'm gonna keep it moving.
Oh yeah, I know it, and I love that. I love that you don't allow anything to stop you. So I'm always proud of you, and I appreciate you.
Right back there.
So what you drinking, Shelly?
And wine.
Okay. Gotcha. So who else I have on? I got Aaron's gone, so I'm gonna go to. He must have muted his camera. Nettie, Antoinette. Is she on? She on? She's on mute? Yeah. Hi, daughter. Oh, she got to put a video up. She might not want a video up. Okay. So while we're waiting for her, I'm going to go to Tanya. Hey, Tanya.
What's going on, Jackie? Happy birthday.
Thank you. This is my cousin Tanya. She's my karaoke partner. And so we do karaoke every Thursday online. And it's always a good time. So we're usually singing till about 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning.
So y'all do karaoke online?
Online, yeah.
Is it open to everybody to see? Or?
I send you the link the next time you want to join in.
We
can do our Ike and Tina.
Yeah. Y'all ain't letting COVID stop y'all at all.
We're not letting. It's like you have to recreate yourself,
right.
And
we have fun. We have a good
time. We have a good time, and so I'm so old school. So I'm always reaching back to those old school songs. And
Jackie always making us reinvent ourselves. We come up with the songs that we never thought we could sing.
I'll make them step out their comfort zone.
Doing it. I love it.
Yeah.
So what's your go-to song?
My go-to song. Tanya loves Gladys Knight, so I have to either start with Gladys Knight or end with Gladys Knight.
Are you a Pip?
And she got all the best.
Hell no, I'm Gladys, goddammit.
Oh, so
you know.
So Tanya's the Pip? Tanya, you the Pip? Or
Sometimes
I
she tried to be a Pip. Nikki tries to be a Pip.
So you Gladys, she Bubba.
Right, she Bubba, she my ace, you know. So
right there.
We have a really, really good time, and I'm always like, come on, y'all, step outside your comfort zone, because sometimes you get comfortable and you want to keep doing the songs that you know you sound good on. I'm like, the hell with that. We're going to step outside our comfort zone.
Yes,
so.
Always make us do that. Always. But it's always a good time. We end up doing it the best we knew how. So
it's always a good time, and my son be like, Ma, lay down somewhere. I'm like, for what?
Because we be getting tore up, we be drinking.
Yeah, but I'm home, and I think that's the beauty of it.
That's right.
Being home and, you know, not having to worry about, I got to drive back home. I'm already in the comforts of my house. Sometimes I have my bonnet on while I'm doing karaoke because I'm around my family.
You finish,
so
all you got to do is lay down.
Just lay down, yeah. So, and we, you know, some of them, they get up and dance. But I'm like a ballad person, so I'm always going to probably sing slow songs. So, yeah, you know, I take it back. I got to kind of mention this. So I don't know if you all know, but the lead singer for the Soft Tones died. So I think they're having his viewing and his services this coming Saturday. You know, we had John, his son, on the show a couple of months ago. Yeah. So, and I sent him a message to let him know that the other day I got in the car, and the first song that came on, which is my favorite song of all times, is Love Minus One.
Yeah.
And when I heard that song, I kind of had not tears of sadness, but tears of joy, because I remember when that song came out. At first, it didn't get a lot of airplay here, but then thanks to Tim Watts, it ended up getting a whole lot of airplay, and it was such a beautiful song. So that song came on when I got in the truck, and I sent John a message and said, listen, got in my truck, Love Minus One came on. It made me think of your dad and all that song meant to me. At that time, he was trying to, I think, perform the song, and he said he got so tore up because it was a reminder. And his dad had such an amazing falsetto voice. You know what I mean?
Jackie, how Love Minus One go?
Don't you dare.
Don't
you dare. We're going to have, what we're going to do, we're going to have Nick pull it up.
Take a sip.
God damn it, we gonna have.
Go ahead, take a sip of curry.
Because don't you dare. Because first of all, that is a song I will never do on karaoke. And the reason being because he hit those high ass notes that I think very few people are able to hit. It's kind of like on the line. Remember how high pitched Philip Bailey voice is? Well, Marvin.
Oh, yeah.
He too young to even know who Philip Bailey is. This one here. But, I mean, it was such an amazing song. And Zalika, I know you're familiar with that song.
I need to hear it.
Yeah, I think that
when you said it,
this
the
is
first song I thought of was Calling My Love. Ain't that who sang that too?
They sang that too. But this is, to me, this is my favorite song of all time. Y'all hear it?
Yeah.
I'm just saying. Don't come for me, short legs.
And I was playing violin back then.
Okay, I used to play violin too. Violin and the piano.
Yeah, 11 years.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Right, and that's what I'm saying. There's very few people that can match his tone.
I thought that was a woman.
Oh no. And John say he still sounded like that to this day. Yeah.
I remember that.
Yeah, that was the song.
Yeah, I remember that.
I wasn't getting none then, but I was thinking about what was going to happen, how I get some. It's Love Minus One by the Soft Tones. Don't do it. Don't you dare. I'm in love. Woo. But that probably right, okay?
Love minus one.
And then before.
Come on, Jackie.
Okay, I ain't scared. Wait a minute.
Drink some of that ripple. Drink some of that ripple.
I'm in love, I'm in love, minus one. Yes.
Let me find out.
Okay.
Come on, Jackie.
Count only days that add up. I ain't ashamed. Don't fucking judge me. This is hot.
Sing your song, Jackie. You sing your song, girl.
Y'all ain't been in love.
It's your birthday. Sing.
You're in love minus one. You loving yourself.
If I could.
I love myself plenty of times in my life.
You got a point.
They are haters, okay? They haters. Shelly, you remember this song?
Loving yourself.
Yeah. Okay. They trying to come for me talking about I'm showing my age.
This is a roast.
Roy, you know that song, Roy.
All through all that.
I'm in love. Woo! Minus one. But that probably.
Hey, Nick, I'm about to throw my drawers at her. Hey, Nick, I'm about to
Okay,
throw
we can get jiggy later, but goddamn it, let me hear my song.
I'm about to throw my drawers at her, Nick.
Okay, I don't want them. They probably all smudged and shit. I'm in love.
Sing it, girl.
All right. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm telling you. Very few men could match his falsetto like that. Give it less than that. And then before. Okay, joking just because y'all ain't been in love. Shit. You gonna go home. Thank you, daughter. Thank you so much. I love you. I'm in love. Woo! The wine done kicked in, y'all. Love. Woo!
Look, the same man came and took the song on. Well, you know
He's
what?
such a hater. Damn.
I just want to say, okay. First time hearing that song, I guess I'm too young.
You in your 40s, Joker. Cut it out.
Look. So anybody who remember that song, y'all need to stay isolated because y'all in a high risk group.
I remember it.
Anybody remember that song? Y'all in a high risk group. Y'all need to stay isolated.
Yeah.
That was good music there.
Oh my God, yes. Huh?
Hey, Jackie, you remember
That's some baby making stuff.
you remember them singing My Dream.
That's another classic. That's another.
My Dream.
Yeah.
I remember singing that with my cousin in the talent show in the 8th grade.
Oh my God. Wow.
You took me back like a month today. I'm loving you.
That was good music back then. I don't know what this shit y'all got now.
So let me understand.
Oh my goodness.
You had
Whenever I go
you
to
had
the
his song.
bar and get on the jukebox, I say I only play dead people.
I know, right?
That's
That's when we really telling our age because we always go back to the old school stuff. Yeah.
That's the best damn music there is.
You're not right with that.
I don't want us to be
So, Rich, you had a question?
So how huge is that for you to have his son?
I know. That's
your
the
son,
yeah.
and you were able to interview him.
And to be able to interview his son and listening to the advice that he received from his dad, like his dad told him, if you get into the music industry for the sake of making money, you're always going to be disappointed. If you get into it for the love of it, then it'll always keep you fulfilled. And I thought that was great advice. And to know that I'm friends with the man who put the music out that, oh my God, that would just have me dreaming all kind of goofy shit at night, you know.
So if you get into the music business for money, you're doing the wrong thing.
I think that you'll always be disappointed if that's the real reason that you're into it.
I wonder how Jigga Man feel about that.
Well, Jigga Man sitting on top of the world, but not. But the thing is, sometimes you can be the most talented person. Like the Soft Tones didn't get the commercial success that the Temptations received, and they were a great. They were such a great group. You know what I mean? They was from here. It was the Soft Tones and First Class. Yeah, I think they did well overseas. Yes, who's calling me?
Cousin Patricia and Johnny, happy birthday.
Hi, Patricia and Johnny. Oh, my God. Thank you so much. So I got to give y'all a little background real quick on Patricia and Johnny. So where y'all at? See, wait a minute. Wait, hold up. They old school, so they don't know how to work the video. So Jason must not be home.
We home.
If y'all not, okay, I see y'all.
We home.
Wait a minute. What y'all in San Francisco?
Hell no.
I see the bridge back there behind you, or is that the London Bridge? Wait a minute.
What in the quarantine hell? What in the quarantine hell is going on here?
So Patricia and Johnny, they're my older cousins, and I learned so much from them. I mean, like, I have so much respect and love for them because they taught me a lot. So for them to be here, I'm so honored. Who's waving goodbye? Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, old school, but just the idea that they're on here. Cheers, Johnny.
Yeah. All right.
I love y'all too. Thank you so much. I appreciate you.
Oh, you're more than welcome.
I appreciate it so much.
I need to learn how to do that because I mess around and do that. I had a trash wheel behind me.
Oh my God, I can't with you.
I need to know how to do that. How you put the San Francisco?
Hey, Jason, I thought you wasn't home because it seemed like they was having technical difficulties.
Yeah, I just broke up.
How you doing, old man? I ain't seen you in a minute.
He's in San Francisco. I had to take a nap.
You had to take a nap. I had to take one too, and I ain't ashamed to admit that.
All right,
all right, talk to you.
Tell them to put a booby.
All right, see you, Jackie.
All right, love y'all.
Love you too.
So, Aaron, hey, Linda. Before
Linda, put your boobies away.
Rich say, put your titties up.
Look, you got me doing that.
So Aaron been waiting patiently. I don't know if he's gonna roast me or what he's gonna do.
I'm just in the back chilling.
But let me just say this: I done had Aaron show up for birthday parties, and I come out in this goddamn costume and shit, and he be looking at me like I'm not even gonna say nothing. I think that one birthday I had at Paisley's, I had the mask.
That big old mask.
Hell yeah.
and changed 3 times that night.
It was my birthday, damn it. Don't judge me.
Just don't ask no questions, Aaron. Just don't ask no questions.
So, Aaron, I haven't hung out with you in a while, and I really miss you. So I want to know.
Everybody been on punishment since February.
Outside closed.
Outside is closed.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
One night recently, before everything opened back up, we all just met outside at Tom's and was in the parking lot talking, and the bar was closed. People dying to get back together again.
Oh yeah. So how has this been for you? I think I talked to you a while ago, and before this, you were thinking about going into partnership with someone in terms of opening up a club, or?
It didn't happen, and it's not going to be a good time right now, anytime soon, anyway.
Right.
Yeah, I just been teleworking, doing HR stuff, laying in the bed and making sure that the computer don't go to sleep so that they can see I'm on.
That you're trying to work.
Just lay there and move your finger.
I think everybody do that. Yeah.
Move the mouse.
Move the mouse a little bit. Yeah. Until they ask you a question.
They never do. Make sure that little green light stay under your name and you know, good to go.
Well, that's what you're doing here.
Right.
You're doing the same thing here.
Right. Exactly. So, I mean, it's funny because years ago I told people, I said, okay, Working from home is going to be the next wave of the future. No one believed it. Didn't think it was going to be a pandemic that would force us into working from home. But nonetheless, look at the benefits of working from home. I think
for the company too. I mean,
for the government too. Exactly. Yeah, exactly.
I ain't gonna lie. I get about 6 weeks to the gallon of gas now.
That's what I'm saying.
6 weeks.
You know, look at the money that you save from the daily, from not having to do the daily commute.
No, but I think overall I kind of miss
the fellowship.
Yeah, I miss the interaction. If I had a choice, I would still go in.
When my job does these Zoom things, I get upset that I got to put a shirt on.
Right.
I wake up 5 minutes for 8. You know, it's been pretty cool. I'm not gonna complain.
So you got 5 minutes to get yourself together. So you just throw on the shirt, and the rest.
Don't even have to. Well, we don't use the Zoom once a week or so. I just, as long as I can turn my computer on and keep it on, we good to go.
Okay, okay, gotcha. That's cool. It's not so bad working from home. I used to always tease people like, oh, wait a minute. I said I got a short commute from the upstairs to downstairs. There's no wall-to-wall traffic. It's just me.
No fight for parking.
Right, exactly.
But if you had your choice, would you keep it this distance thing, or do you like the fellowship as well?
I love the fellowship. Yeah. I went to the first funeral I went to was a few weeks ago. I'm not used to being around my family and not being able to hug. And so I hugged a couple of people, and I remember my cousin saying, "You're not supposed to be touching." I'm like, I haven't seen him in a long time. So, because I am very touchy-feely, and to be... Shut up.
This last funeral
to be able to not be able to touch is a little difficult for me. I remember Lonnie and I went to a funeral.
She didn't even know the people, yo.
I didn't know the people, but people are drawn to me.
And she was crying aloud.
It wasn't that I was crying. The whole family had started hugging me. He had walked up the aisle.
I go outside. What is Jackie doing?
I'm in there fellowshipping. I done prayed with the people. I only knew one person, but the whole family in the front row started hugging me. And
she held up the whole line.
I did. I really did. They was looking at me like, well, who is she? Like, but it's just how I am. Like, I connect with people like that because I love to hug. And what this pandemic, you know, you have to be cautious. And I don't want to infect somebody. Not that I have it, but it's hard for me not to hug someone. I struggle with that.
Right.
So you got to do that color purple.
No, so at the funeral, what I remember is as people was walking around, they were doing this.
What's that?
I guess it was like, I'm here for you.
It was kind of like weird sign language,
yeah, but I'm like, in my mind, I'm saying, and even the minister was like, please don't touch or hug. But my mind was like, but this is my damn family. You know what I mean?
Doing Wakanda forever.
But that's what it looked like to me. Wakanda or maybe forever. They was doing this. Maybe they was just hugging themselves like I'm here. But it's a different time.
Weird enough as a society wearing a mask. I think we can hug here and there. Be all right.
Yeah, that's kind of like how I feel, you know, especially growing up in a family where mostly everybody is affectionate. It is hard to not hug someone, and if I hug you, I don't apologize. It's an adjustment for me. You know what I mean? So yeah, but I'm glad that you joined us. We definitely got to connect, Aaron, because I miss you. Yeah.
Let me know next time y'all out. I'll join. I thought I saw my mother pop up on here too. But
I see her phone up there, but maybe she can't get the video working. So hey, Troy, how you doing? Troy, are you on mute?
T-Rower.
I'm coming.
Okay, she's coming. Okay.
I'm coming.
All right. You on mute. I can't hear you. I could hear you, but then I couldn't.
That's the cricket.
She's having a brain freeze from all that damn ice.
It's okay. She was making her a cocktail. Oh, there she is. What you was making? Yeah, I can hear you. What you making?
Huh?
What kind of drink are you making?
I just made a peach, white peach.
Okay. Sound good.
Okay.
Sound good.
Okay, Isaac from the Love Boat.
Wow. Okay.
Okay, let me find out. Let me find out you like Isaac on the Love Boat.
She just
Making
made
all
a
them drinks.
snowball.
Peach
Wow.
snowball.
She always have her drinks fixed up.
And I needed it so bad after the day.
I just saw Linda's forehead pop
You
up.
saw Linda's forehead. I just see the ceiling
Hey,
fan.
y'all.
Linda trying to hide them boobs. So I got Lisa and I got Tamala, but they don't have their video on.
I'm sorry, what'd you say, Troy? Well, we didn't hear what
I
you
said I come home with a big bag of ice every day, and I'm carrying it like a baby. I know my neighbors probably say, "What the hell?"
That is so hilarious.
Every day I have a big bag of ice.
Wow. Yeah, so Lisa and Tamala, y'all need y'all camera on so I can see y'all faces. Anywho, so Lonnie is my designated driver, but I'm not gonna get too tipsy tonight. He's my Uber.
Super Uber.
I texted him yesterday. I said, "Hey, I need a designated driver."
And I was thinking, does she know who she talking to? Designated driver.
And so yeah, you know, I'm always thinking about safety. So I have to read this. My granddaughter sent me this text message, and I have to read it because it was so beautiful. And I was like, I know she's not trying to make me cry.
How old is your granddaughter now?
She's 11.
11 years old. Okay.
So she sent me this message. It says, "Happy birthday, Grandma, best friend, my everything. I'd like to thank you for all you have done to help me grow as a better child. Everyone needs a grandmother like you for the generous gifts, the stories you've told me. You're always ready for kisses, smiles, and cuddles. You give the best advice, and most of all, you help me through thick and thin. You help me to think. I can tell you stuff and not worry about you going to tell my father, your brothers, and your sister. Everything, because I gossip. Everything about you, from your smile to the way you dress, just put a smile on my face. Wow. I love that you're a strong, independent woman. So I'm going to say happy birthday, best friend, grandmother. I love you."
That is what's up.
I thought that was so sweet, and I was like, I know she is not trying to make me cry today.
You know what? She's 11 years old.
She's 11 years old. She's so old, though.
And as close as me and my 11-year-old son is, I can't get 2 words from her. That's really nice. That's really nice.
It is.
That was a beautiful
I thought
trip.
it was really touching, and she wanted to come tonight, but I'm like, no, because, you know, sometimes Grandma kind of a little wild, so you're not going to be able to come, but we'll have our day tomorrow to celebrate.
Yeah,
so.
what y'all going to do? What's on the plan?
Whatever she want to do, even though it's my birthday week, but it's kind of like whatever she want to do.
Oh, she the queen. Man.
She is definitely the queen. And today, in helping me get dressed, she was like, "Ew, Grandma, that don't look right." That's not the other. I'm thinking I got swag, but the young people will let you know, "Oh, that look old." Like, well, I'm not old, but I'm not young either. She's like, "Let me fix you up a little bit. Straighten up your shoulders." I'm like, "Little girl." So I always say, I think about my grandmother or my mom's mother, and she was a fun grandmother. And I used to always say, when I have grandchildren, I want to be the fun grandmother. I was the fun auntie, now I'm the fun grandmother. So my grandmother was like 4'8". One of the strongest women I knew. So she would play roller derby with us, sliding around the table and shit. And she was so strong. I remember her and my dad wrestling, and she like wrestled him down to the floor so fast. Wow. You know what I'm saying? She was so strong. She was 100% Indian. And she just had all this strength and energy. And I remember her being in her 60s, running around and shit. And I'm like, that's what I want to do. I want to be that grandmother, because I felt like I could go to her and talk to her about anything. My dad's mom was more reserved, very spiritual. So when I'm having a bad day and I want to cuss somebody out, maturity kicks in. And I remember this phrase from this song. I think her name is Helen Baylor. And it says, I have a praying grandmother. So when you don't get cussed out, just know it's because I had a praying grandmother. And I say that to myself so that I don't step out of character. But sometimes, sometimes people will take you there. So I say all of that to say is at 54, I've grown a lot. Some things I choose not to respond to. I think that sometimes people have an opinion about stuff that has nothing to do with them. But the best thing to do is to continue to elevate and understand that we're all here with a purpose. Find that purpose and don't be afraid to live and embrace your truth. I never let anything or anyone stop me from doing what I want to do. They always say that it's hard to tell me no. It's not that it's hard. Don't do that.
It's definitely hard to tell you.
It's not that it's hard to tell me no. When you say no, I just take it as, okay, maybe they're not ready.
You can tell her
in
no.
this second, but we'll come back to that. So I like to kind of like encourage people around me. I feel like when you have a gift, you have to uplift the people in your circle. I remember Lonnie, when we started talking about this costume karaoke thing.
I said no.
He said no. I didn't even hear it. I'm telling y'all, I didn't even hear it. I was like, whatever. So we're gonna do it on this night, and we're gonna open up with Ike and Tina. So that was always our thing. We opened up with Ike and Tina. I had the Tina wig, and
I had the Ike wig.
He had a little guitar. Okay. So we did our thing every week, and I would be like, Lonnie, I got a new idea. Let's try this.
Come on,
and show the look that you used to give when I say I got a new idea.
Really?
I said, dude, it can work. Trust me. Just go with me on this. And it's the same with Rich. I think Rich was never thinking that he was going to host a radio show.
Nope.
So he used to sit in the back, and I would be like, no, come on up here. You my other host. Come on, let's do this. And now here it is, what, 2 years later?
2 years later.
And the rest is history. Yeah. So I think I have a way of taking people out their comfort zone. I don't hear them when they say no. I think they're just confused. Because they
oh, that's how you do it, huh?
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah, that's what it is.
We
don't know no better.
They don't see my vision for them. They don't see what I see in them. And when I look at Rich and how far he's come, he's very comfortable. So he's like my backup. So when we do a show and we have guests on here, I can sometimes relax because I know he's going to ask great questions. Yeah, and I appreciate him for that. So who knew that this man that I met a few years ago to do my jazz night on Sundays at Echo, that him and I would not only become friends, but that he would be my co-host on the show. And it's just a reminder that when people come into your life, you cherish them for one, and sometimes you can see things in them that they won't see in themselves.
Yeah. And it's not only that. I mean, speaking from the heart, we I met both of you guys at the same time.
Right. Yeah.
Where we were doing the jazz night, and along with Aaron, and we had some really good times.
Oh yeah.
And, we used to turn it up. We used to turn it up. Right?
Yeah. Exactly.
What happens at Echo stays at Echo.
Stays at Echo.
But that being said, if you would have told me, if you would have asked me to say, Richard, I want you to be a host of my show, I'd have been like, nope. It's just not the thing.
He wanted to stay on the steel drum.
Yeah,
right, exactly.
But not only that, it's just, I think it's a testament to you where even though we might be forced to do something uncomfortable,
yeah,
we trust that we in good hands.
Yeah,
You know,
and
so
that's
I
the
think- I
thing.
think
Yeah,
that's it as well.
that's the thing. When people trust you, even if they don't believe in what you see in them, the idea that they trust you is like they're willing to take a chance. I know that they look at me and they say, she's really crazy. I know that they're thinking that, but I see something when I look at them. So I always like to encourage people to kind of like step out that comfort zone, because uncomfortable is okay. You know. Hey, Naja. I think
What's
Eric
up,
is
Naja?
Eric in the lobby.
How are
See
you?
Eric. All right. Thank you for joining us.
Welcome, everyone. How are you?
All right. Everything
What's
is
up?
all good. They say you cute.
I was thinking I wasn't gonna say anything, but she did look nice just now. I was gonna be quiet. I was gonna be quiet
Yeah,
for once.
wait a minute. It's not
Look.
often that she's speechless.
Look. She got brothers on here. Be like,
Right.
look.
Okay.
If COVID don't take you out, can I?
You've been waiting all night to say that, haven't you? Right, exactly. He was waiting for his opening to be able to get that in.
Yeah, but again, like I said, it's a testament to knowing that even though it might be uncomfortable for us, your intentions, we trust your intentions, and
Absolutely.
you know, sometimes it might be a situation where it's like, you know what, let's see where this gonna go. And not only that, we want to succeed, and we want to see you succeed as well. So
Right.
that's why we have your back.
And I think that, you know, from being that young 30-year-old who really didn't have any drive at all I wanted to do at pay dues was get my check and go home. But when I met you, we met on bad circumstances,
Yeah.
but it turned into something positive. And I think at the age of 40, the man that I am today is definitely because of your encouragement.
Wow.
It is definitely because you pushed me when I always thought I couldn't do it. And I said, Jackie, I ain't going to be able to do that. You said, Lonnie, you can do it.
Yeah.
I am definitely the man that I am at the job that I have. I am definitely the man that I am in my business, and everything that I do, I definitely think that I owe that to you. And I just wanted to say thank you.
I appreciate that.
Thank you.
Look, goddammit, I said I wasn't gonna cry. Don't you do it? I would be like the Tin Man. They probably don't even know what the hell you're talking about.
Well,
These two.
The what?
See?
The what?
The Wiz.
You heard of the Wiz?
The Wiz.
Oh, yeah, I know the Wiz. I know
Okay.
the Wiz.
Well, why you looking
That's another
confused,
look.
Nick?
If you know the Wiz, you in a high risk group. You need to say isolate. That's another one. You know the 8-track players? You in a high risk group.
You know what an 8-track is, don't
What's that?
you? Never mind.
Oh.
Yeah. Well, you in music. Yeah.
The little
Jackie,
The dance. Come on now. Right.
You
Tell them,
just went
Shelly.
in.
Right. Okay.
You just went ahead.
Right.
it's like the cassette tape, what?
It's a
Jackie,
cassette. Huh?
at least
cassette
come back to cassette tapes. He might know what a cassette
He know what a
tape is.
cassette
I know
tape
the-
is. He don't know what the 8-track is.
Yeah, let the 8-track go.
Yeah, we're gonna let that one go.
But no lie, my eldest daughter, when she's like 22 now, and when she was like 12 years old, went over to my parents' house. She saw a 45 record, right? Mm-hmm. And she said, "Daddy, why this CD so big?" I was like, I ain't even know what to tell her.
Yeah, right.
Ain't like she saw a record player before.
Right, yeah.
Yeah,
But that's the thing. Like, I still like wax. Where I know everybody.
I bet
Yeah.
you do.
Yeah, but
I bet you do, girl.
the DJs that gotta carry them crates don't love them.
Yeah, well, I guess that's a little different, but like I have a record player and I still like to play. Here they go. Here they
What'd he
go.
say?
He done been quiet all damn night. Now he want to be asking questions.
DJs with bellies.
Nick got a question for you, Naja.
You like DJs with bellies?
Can you hear Naja?
What do you say?
Naja, do you like DJs with bellies?
Ooh. No.
He's been voted off the island.
You supposed to be nice and loud.
I'm not a good liar. But...
Look, everybody flirt during quarantine.
Well, ain't nobody else gonna ask now.
Right, all questions have.
Ain't nobody else gonna ask now.
All questions have ceased. Right, exactly. Well, he had to shoot a shot. He had to shoot a shot.
Look, nobody hooking up during quarantine because that's just jail talk.
So, and that's the thing for those of you that are dating, and now that we're still in this pandemic, are you making new connections? I mean, what's the criteria? Do you have to see their lab results first before you move forward?
No, you take your chances on everything else. You might as well take your chance with the COVID too.
Absolutely.
Well, but that's a great point because a lot of y'all out here is still fucking raw.
Right. So what's the difference?
I'm just saying.
With a mask on.
With a mask on. Right.
It's
so
like
that's crazy.
It's like you roll up with somebody and all you see is a face mask and forehead and eyebrows. Be like, hey, forehead.
Right. But listen, so when you see somebody with a mask on and they look fine as hell, but when they slide that shit down, you're like, oh, whoa.
Whoa, so is that a deal breaker?
I'm not dating shit. So, is that a deal breaker, Lonnie?
Lonnie stuttered.
That's a deal breaker, Shelly?
Yes, the fuck it is.
Well, all right.
So what y'all doing? Y'all saying, let me see your face first. What y'all do? What are y'all doing exactly? What are we doing out there? Let me do a mask check.
Right, exactly. So what you say from the nose up?
All I got to go is your eyebrows and your forehead because your mask on. So
right.
So what are y'all
from
doing?
Wait a minute, what's that? And I'm gonna get you sucker from the waist down, you mine. So what you say? From the nose up, you fine. I
never seen that movie. I'm too young.
Don't do it. Don't you dare. Don't you dare do it, damn it.
I've seen that movie. I'm too young.
So Naja, what's been going on?
Same old.
Yeah. You staying out of trouble?
Always.
You answered too fast.
Until she logged in.
Until you logged in.
I was in the waiting room for like 20 minutes.
That's Nick's fault.
Yeah, that's the DJ fault.
Somebody else in the waiting room. So, Linda, you still there?
Yes, I'm here.
Come on, talk to me, Linda.
Come on, let's see your forehead, Linda.
They don't want to see your forehead, Linda. They want to see your boobies.
You got clothes on now?
Oh, Lord.
You put on clothes now?
No, I got clothes on, but I don't feel good, y'all.
Okay.
Well, thanks for tuning. Thanks for tuning in.
There they go. I have clothes on, dog. I have clothes on.
What's your favorite Jackie story? Karaoke?
Oh my Lord. I love Jackie. Like, she's so freaking positive and inspirational, and she's classy. But I swear to goodness, she has the absolute wildest hairstyles I've ever seen in my life.
There is that.
Yeah.
This is really conservative for me tonight. It's definitely conservative. Yeah, because I'm always like, what? Look, goddamn it, sound like you trying to say I look old most of the time. Shit.
He did say it 3 times.
He said he did. He emphasized that shit, didn't he?
He said it about 3 times. You look younger.
Yeah, but I decided, so I'm on a mission right now, so I kind of decided to tone things down. Because I got a couple of things coming up, and so I've been getting these guidelines that my hairstyle kind of has to be toned down for what I'm trying to do. With the hopes that they don't fire my ass. You know what I'm saying? But
I think the opposite. Sometimes the most off the wall thing get people's attention.
Absolutely.
Exactly.
Well, my methods are off the wall, so I'm not going to change that. But in terms of what I'm working on now, I decided to tone it down just for a little bit,
So you could get your foot in.
So I can get my foot in, and then all bets are
Then
off
it's bow.
at that point. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
So-
you know, this year last year was when I say this year, I mean the last 12 months. It's like you've been to New York,
Yeah.
Times Square, you did L.A.
Yeah.
And you know, you think toning it down would
Well, I
help
think
it?
actually they embraced my individuality. But what I'm working on now, I really have to get through. So I'm getting ready to be published in 4 different articles. And I was asked if I mind kind of toning things down just a tad bit. Because I'm trying to go like really mainstream. Once I get past these articles, then it's kind of like I can go back to Jackie, right? But I gotta get through this because someone set me up with this opportunity. So I want to make sure that I am within their guidelines.
So
Yeah.
you're kind of like Jada before she blew up.
Here we go.
Before or after the entanglement.
Here we go. I knew it was coming in there somewhere.
So, but you know what? That's so funny because the entanglement, what I will say is Will and Jada are very well trained in the media.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The idea, if I'm out there like that, I'm not, I definitely believe getting in front of your shit, owning your shit. But I'm not going to use that opportunity to have a discussion, to each his own, with my mate for 16 million people to
Yeah, but let's be real. It wasn't news to him.
It wasn't
They both do
news
it.
to
Yeah.
him, right? But the idea of getting out, I mean, having that conversation openly. Like, I know they had a discussion, but I remember his facial expression when he asked, so why are we here? What's really going on? And to me, even though they may have had a conversation about it, it really still seemed like he was hurting over that.
He was.
Yeah.
But you know what, Jackie? I feel as though that they had a publicist or something come about to tell them to do
say
this.
get in front of it because
Yeah,
the boy
because
had
they
already
would've
put it
never
out
did
there.
this. They would have never did it otherwise. And Will is got so much shit going on. Sorry, so much stuff going on, and not to think that somebody told us you need to do this.
It's like the radio.
It's like the radio, yeah. I think that I applaud them for getting out in front of it.
But when he was talking about it, Will was definitely still hurt.
You could tell by his facial expression.
Here's
And then people keep coming at him. Like 50 had asked him, was he all right? He said, yeah. And then 50 was like, well, why she bring you on the red table to have this conversation? And Will's response was, fuck you, 50. So he's getting a lot of that now. People asking, why the hell would she do that publicly? And I get it, but
Because
I think
she
the
wanted to
thing
cover herself.
that
That's
people
why.
need to understand that a lot of times what happens between a man and woman, nobody else has anything to do with.
Damn right.
You know what I'm saying?
Damn right.
So I think people have to be mindful of that.
But the thing about it is,
that shit. Because I didn't even know who August.
exactly.
I never heard of him either. So Eric is in.
That shit would have died down if they had just shut the fuck up. Because I didn't know who that damn little boy was. I didn't know nothing about what was going on except stand out in the media. If he had shut up, the shit would have went away.
Yeah.
You can't put me up on national TV and put my shit out there like that.
Right.
Yeah,
And I wouldn't have felt that either.
I kind of question I question the timing of it, you know, because it's more. First of all, I refuse to even read an article or see or watch anything regarding that because it's just too much stuff, more important things going on right now.
Absolutely.
Because it seems like that came up and the whole narrative changed. We ain't talking about Black Lives Matter. We ain't talking about anything else. We're talking about this. And
But I agree with Shelly. I wouldn't have said shit.
But I don't blame the boy because he doesn't realize that women from Baltimore, they come with some Old Bay in their cooch, right?
So we're a little spicy. Wait a minute.
No,
so we're a little spicy.
Yeah.
Okay. Damn, you didn't say it like that. Yeah.
You ever had Old Bay up your nose? You don't feel right. You know. 1 minute. You ever sniff some Old Bay? It's like you don't feel right. So
you
they
don't
don't
feel
realize
right.
He wasn't
so
ready.
So he sniffed the Old Bay.
He wasn't ready.
And he was hook, line, sinker.
I mean,
and he wanted to stake his claim.
Once you get that Old Bay, I mean, you don't realize. Don't mess with girls from Baltimore.
So I don't know if anybody else has saw the pictures of August, but that packaging, the packaging.
Everybody gone.
Hell yeah.
The packaging. And so I saw where somebody has said, I'm sorry, Will, but his shit stays hard for hours. Yours just be semi-hard. I'm like, oh, hold up.
Man. I am delivered. But let me ask you this. I don't even know who the man. How old is he?
Is he in his 20s?
He's in his 20s. 24 or something.
So 24. Yeah, so pretty much he's about the same age as his oldest son. As his oldest son.
Well, he was the kid's friend, right?
She met him through the son. So, they showed pictures of him and Will hugged up.
And I'm just saying, what if Will did the same thing with one of Willow's, homegirls? You see what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah.
I ain't.
It would have been. You're absolutely right.
I don't want to see no interviews.
Yeah. Everybody, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Like I said, I don't want to see any interviews about them because, like I said, there's more important things going on right now but I know, I'm convinced that they did that to stay in front of it.
Yeah.
And I think the whole thing probably was rehearsed because they are way too savvy.
That's why I say they have media training.
Yeah.
It was like everything was calculated.
How many million hits that show had?
That had like 18 million.
Yeah, that's money.
Yeah, so, but everybody wanted to listen to that.
Yep. So he hurt, but cha-ching.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. But he did say, because I was curious. He said, I'm going to get you back. And the way that he said it, he meant it. Yeah. And she said, and you know what she said? She said, You've been getting me back, right?
Yeah,
but you could tell he meant that shit, and he is going to get her back. You could just tell from his facial expression.
The young boy wasn't ready for that Old Bay. Absolutely.
Shit, obviously she wasn't ready. I think he turned her out.
Don't mess with no girls from Baltimore. They come with Old Bay.
I can't with you.
He didn't know.
I can't with you. Who's that over there? Hey, Eric, are you with me? He's unmuted.
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay. What's going on, Eric? So let me give y'all a background story on my friend Eric. Eric and I have been friends since I think 2004. When people say ride or die, Eric is that guy. He is that guy in every sense of the word. Him and I will be up late at night talking on the phone, and all that time he didn't know that Harold was in the bed asleep. And he said he would be like, I would have told you to get the fuck out the room with all that noise and everything. We be up late playing Price is Right. When I was having difficulties and I had to hide my car, Eric was the one came here, let me get your keys, let me take the car. And so his wife would be like, is that Jackie car out there? So he is truly my brother. And it's so funny because my brothers sometimes, especially my brother Charlie, they'll text him from time to time and they'll be talking about me. But when I think of Eric, it's like he is my go-to person. I'm like, listen, got a situation. Let me tell you about it. He'd be like, oh boy. But what I will also say, I've been on the phone with Eric when major shit has been going on in this city. Like when we had the earthquake, I was on the phone with Eric. when the tornado struck through that Pern Parkway area, I was on the phone with Eric. He said, yo, I just seen a tornado run through the alley. I said, Joker, you tripping. You been drinking that sangria and shit. And then I turned the news on the next day, and he was right. So, I mean, like, we've been through so much together. We done been stuck down on the Eastern Shore in traffic.
Don't call him no more.
Don't call him no more. That's I think that's probably what Benita be like, the fuck is going on? Y'all always on the phone when the shit jump off.
Last time you talked to him was right before COVID hit.
Was it, Eric? I gotta make sure.
It might have been. I don't remember.
But he's a really good friend, and he shows up, and I respect that, and I appreciate him. We've had some challenges. He's been my bodyguard sometimes when I had to go and pick up money from somebody. So he's been that person. He's been my muscle. Okay. I love and appreciate him. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's ... God damn it. I don't get to see him often, but I do appreciate when I am able to see him, and we always have a good time. So when I talk to him on the phone, it's probably going to be at least a 2-hour conversation.
See, that's why he probably don't have his picture up, because if you see him, that's the last
he
thing
don't want to be exposed.
Yeah. I see his face. That's the last person I'm going to see.
He's incognito today. Right. He don't want to make he don't want to be public. So Exactly. So I'm so glad that you tuned in. I appreciate you.
Yeah, I was having some difficulties at first, but I made it work.
That's what's up. Yeah. Big Mama here. Oh yeah, that's my girl. If y'all want to laugh, I'm telling you. Y'all gotta book her when y'all have events and stuff because
she needs some intro music.
Oh, she is crazy. I wonder if she got my birthday gift because she know what I asked her for.
Hey, Sugar Booger.
Hey, Big Mama. You got my birthday gift. Is Talon in the background?
Hey, hold on. Listen to me. I'm gonna try to wrap him up, gag him, and bring his ass down there. I hear deep voice in the background. Why he
trying to steal my shine.
How you doing?
Look. Is my video on or no? Can you see me?
I can't see you. You got your camera on?
I'm the other deep voice. I wasn't the other guy.
Hold on 1 second. The host already asked you to start my video. Okay. My hair ain't done. Look who's over here. Look. Remember my sister? You was just asking about her.
I was just asking. Hey, girl.
How you doing?
I'm doing great. I'm so glad that you're tuning in.
It's her birthday.
It's her birthday too?
No, it's your birthday.
No, I'm just asking. She said yeah.
What happened?
You said it's her birthday as well?
No, it's your birthday.
Yeah, okay.
Why we here?
Listen, don't fucking judge me, okay?
Big Mama,
I just wanted to make sure I've been drinking.
She been drinking,
okay?
So we trying to...
Look here, baritone. Don't fuck with my girl now.
Thank you. Say it again.
Church boy.
Oh my God. It's good to see you, sister. I was just asking about the family because I miss y'all this year because we normally connect via the wine festival, so I miss y'all.
Yeah, we sure do, yeah.
Yo, we was laughing today how the first time we went down there and it was so hot and we thought we was gonna die.
Right. Oh my God. Yes. Absolutely.
Yes, we thought we prepared ourselves to die again. Nope.
It was hot. It was hot.
Still die.
Look, I got a drink for you.
What you got?
I'm popping bottles over here.
That's not no damn Pepto-Bismol.
That is Fetca. Who said Pepto-Bismol?
Short legs.
Listen. Look, Miss Jackie, I let my hair out.
See, you know what? I appreciate you for coming on as you, baby.
Listen, where Baritone at? Why he hiding today?
This one... First of all, you made a statement.
So
wait a minute. I want to get back to that statement. So you said you're going. we supposed to be playing tonight, right?
Big Daddy, come back.
So wait a minute, he gonna serenade you with some music because I wanted him to show off his musical talents. But I want to get back to talent. You said you're gonna do what now? You gonna wrap them up?
Gag them, drag them, and bring them.
Okay. Make sure you let me know 48 hours ahead of time so I can get my shit tightened up.
Girl, you only have 24 hours with them because we got to get them back.
Oh, God. So I'm going to have to work fast, huh?
Work fast, baby. Work fast.
So Big Mama, how was...
Daddy go? Why he hired?
Big Daddy right here. Oh, this one. You. Okay.
I seen him.
How was North Carolina?
Talking about Will?
How was North Carolina?
No, I didn't go yet, Baritone. I leave in 2 weeks.
Oh, okay.
That's what they said.
It's not like I'm stalking you, but
he's stalking you.
It ain't like I'm stalking you, but I just want to make sure you travel safely.
Oh, child, you can talk to me in my sleep with that goddamn voice.
Okay.
No, oh, he sound like Barry White. Daddy, honey. All right, well, we gonna let you go.
Don't be blowing his head up because he gonna go home tonight talking about, yeah, they say I sound like Barry White. And he gonna be put in time out.
Better than the Allstate.
You enjoy your birthday, Queen.
Thank you, babe. I appreciate you.
Sister, I'm gonna check. Did our place? Oh, there was a fire at our place.
Wow.
The restaurant that we went to.
Right, Loafers.
Did she come with us?
She didn't come. It was your girlfriend and I'm trying to think of somebody else.
Loafers.
Oh, we gotta take her back. We gotta take her then.
Yeah, maybe by the time y'all come back, they should be open.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
I'll let you know.
They finished though.
Yeah, we'll come down. We'll come down for
yeah, they love it there. They love Loafers.
And come on back.
Okay, sounds good.
All right, my dear. Happy birthday. I love you.
Thank you. I love you too.
Birthday.
Thank you.
I hope they got a stripper coming for you.
Well, y'all should have had a stripper.
Virtual.
Now I'm mad, Big Mama. Now I'm mad because they ain't got no damn stripper.
They ain't got no stripper. They ain't got no stripper. My sister said, tell Barry White to do it. Go on, Barry.
No, I don't want to know him like that. You understand?
Oh my God. All right, my dear. Enjoy your birthday.
Thank you, babe. I love you.
All right.
All right. Who else on here?
Bye.
What's that? Lisa. I talked to Troy. No, but Lisa, turn your camera on. Damn it. Oh, she done logged out. Y'all done scared. Turn your camera on.
No.
Lisa.
Yes.
Hey, sunshine. Yes, girl. Hey.
Hey, look, I know they said earlier you don't like hearing no. I'm gonna say no.
You know I don't pay that shit no mind. So Lisa is another one of my childhood friends, and so I used to be irritable a lot, and so sometimes they said, like she said, man, don't nobody give a fuck about Jackie and her attitude. She was always that person that was like, man, anybody paying Jackie no goddamn mind.
No mind.
Yeah. And so it doesn't matter like how long it's been. She's another one, like we've been friends for such a long time. So to give you some background, my brother used to have to walk me to the bus stop and we would catch the bus together. But she used to ask me, why your brother always got his ankle out the socks? Because he didn't want to get up in the morning, so he would pick the raggediest socks he could find. That was his protest against my parents sending him out to the bus stop with me. And I'm telling you, every pair of socks he picked, he had his ankles out. So we have so much history together, and for years my brother used to say, oh, I call her Romper Room because she was on Romper Room, and I said, she wasn't, that's before y'all time, so don't be looking at me like, what the fuck is that? She said, I was like, she wasn't on no damn Romper Room, and come to find out, she was on, you remember that? She was on Romper Room. I said, I swore he was lying, like he didn't know what the hell he was talking about, and she was on there. I was like, oh my God.
That was like 25 years later.
Right.
When you finally mentioned it to me.
Yeah.
And I was like, I was on Romper Room, and like it was like deer in headlights.
Right, because I'm like, oh, so he wasn't lying. Like he said, that's Romper Room. I said, boy, she wasn't on no damn Romper Room. So Lisa is another friend that, like, if I'm in distress and I need to just talk, she won't make a statement. She'll just listen. And I feel like I can go to her for just about anything. And what's crazy is her husband was my best friend in high school. And even though her and I hung together, they had no idea that they shared the same best friend. Isn't that crazy?
Right.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
So I definitely appreciate you for tuning in, because I know you go to bed early, so I'm feeling grateful. So I gotta ask you a question.
Is Michelle still on?
I think she's gone. So what, if you had to share something, what is your favorite memory of me, or could you roast me?
Probably, maybe not so much roast, but I just remember all the great times that we had on the bus stop, like riding, going to school.
Yeah.
You know, those were days where we were. Oh, my phone may cut off.
Okay.
My battery is dying. I'll have to reconnect. But those were the days where we were really finding ourselves, high school.
Absolutely.
You know, we were developing into our own individual persons, if you will.
Mm-hmm.
And every morning, if I was having a bad day, or if you were having a bad day, I remember there were moments where we would be waiting for that number 15 bus.
Yeah.
And there would be at all.
Right.
You know, yeah, and but we had an unspoken understanding that
we
continues
did.
To this day.
Yeah, we definitely did.
Yeah.
Lisa, I feel like sometimes missed her calling, because I swear she can make you laugh like nobody's business. I mean, I'll be like, where do you come up with this shit? You know? Okay, so I definitely appreciate you tuning in. Tell Anthony I said hello, and hang out for a bit, because I think we got a few more minutes. So, caller, who am I speaking with? Who is it?
Hi, sis. Happy birthday, darling.
Thank you. Who am I speaking with?
Your sister, Wesley.
Oh, okay. Hey, girl. What's up?
Hi, happy beautiful birthday, my love.
Thank you. Now I got to give y'all some background on her. So she's known me since I was 5. And she will probably take a lot of my secrets to her grave.
Yeah. She know where all the dead bodies are.
She know where everything is. I mean, she has, when I say that she knows me probably better than a lot of people. Not just that, I just, let me tell y'all where this queen shit originated from.
No!
I gotta share it. You know, I gotta get naked with the folks. So, so the queen originated from, so I remember as kids, I told them that I had cousins that lived in Africa. So I set her and her sister up with these cousins, and I had this little horse with the hair.
Horse?
It was a pendant. So it had the little hair that you slide to the side, and I would tell them to speak through the ass, because that was their way of communicating with the Queen of Africa.
I want to serve some McGurks.
Now,
Don't forget about the gold macaroni.
I had a creative imagination at that time. And so when they wanted to speak to their boyfriends or to the Queen of Africa, they had to speak through the horse's ass.
Keith and Kevin.
Exactly. And then I told them, because I really had a really vivid imagination. So I remember in school we had this project, and you spray painted this macaroni and shit with silver and gold, and I told them these were my riches. You know what I'm saying? So they thought I was rich because I had this gold and silver macaroni that the Queen of Africa had sent to me, and if they didn't do what I say, the Queen was gonna fuck them up. You know what I'm saying?
You were 5 years old with all this imagination.
I'm trying to tell you, man. When my brothers and them say that it was exhausting to be my sibling, they were never lying. I remember one time a teacher wrote a note to my mom, because I like to erase the board, wash the board down, and when they wanted to give other children
had a blast. We had a blast coming up. That was our entertainment. We stayed out of trouble. I can tell you that.
It definitely was. So when the teacher would tell me no because I was an epileptic child, I would tell her, well, I'm just going to have a seizure if you don't let me do it. You know what I'm saying?
I'm going to try that.
And she would be so panicked and she would let me do it. But one day, on day number 4, when I threatened that, there was a letter at home waiting for me. I got the ass whipping of a lifetime because my mom and them was like, how could you play with something like that? I said, well, she didn't know I wasn't going to have a seizure. So I always been that kid that was like always in trouble. I felt like the rules didn't apply to me, and I always had people to cover for me. So when I tell people, oh yeah, I hooked school like half the school year in the 2nd grade. Yeah, I did. I really did. And so for those of you that are familiar with Freedom Way, I would go to Eddie's, and me and my girlfriend would fill up a cart and leave it in the middle of the aisle. So whoever had to put that shit away, I know they wanted to fuck them up. So the one day I took one of my girlfriends with me, I said, this bitch gonna get us caught. Because she was acting all scared and shit. First of all, there was a store that we went to. I stole probably about $5 worth of candy every day. And then we went to the supermarket. When we went to the supermarket, we got caught by the assistant principal. So I kept telling her, oh, you're not gonna get in touch with my mom because my mom's sick all the time. Ain't nobody there. There ain't no sense of calling her. So I don't know who that is. So by the end of the year, that's my cousin Winnie. Hey, girl. So by the end of the year, I had already missed 3 weeks of school. That's right. Get that hair together. That's your auntie, Aaron.
Y'all win.
Hey, girl. Can you get off? Can you unmute? There she goes.
Hey, y'all win.
Aaron said, hey. He can't see those numbers. Let me see. Let me try to see.
You on speaker when we can hear you.
Zoom thing.
I'll try to get him to call.
Late. Because she's doing, so she, oh, wait a minute. This is the time she usually does a radio show.
Yeah, so who you talking to, though?
Me.
Who?
You talking about me?
Yeah.
Oh, on the phone?
Oh, okay. So
I thought I muted it. I must have unmuted. I'm sorry.
That's all right. I'm glad that you're here. So Winnie and I, that's my cousin, and my grandmother and her dad are brother and sister. So we used to play together as kids. And I never thought about it, but my brother always said, yo, Winnie gets slick out the mouth all the time. I never looked at her that way because I never saw her that way.
It's untrue. It's untrue.
No, it's not untrue, because what I know is that after spending so much time with her, I didn't look at it then, but I see it now. She does get slick out the mouth. But I love her for it because she's not afraid to say how she feel about something. So I love that. So what's on your mind tonight, Winnie? Who's that? So I don't know what's going on with Winnie, but Naja, what's your favorite memory? Because we have so many.
I know. Oh my God.
Nothing they gave us there. Well, nobody else
Ladies, right? I have so many, but you're just fun to be around. And you're good in, bad situations. And you're a great person to talk to. So, pillow talk, that's.
Yeah, right.
Pillow talk.
So let me tell y'all something. So listen. So I write poetry, and a whole lot of times when I would be writing,
I gotta clear that up.
Time out for you, Ern. So a lot of times when I used to have I used to write poetry and shit, and I would be like, Naja, what you think about this? Before I even realized that she done used it for her shit.
Player.
Right, exactly. I'm like, listen, this ain't no shit that you could just give to anybody, because you'll have people standing outside your door.
Key in your car.
Exactly. I think she soon learned that you can't share this shit with anybody.
No.
Not unless you got a garage.
I can't with him.
So she did the Rafael de la Ghetto.
I'm like, what you thinking? She done already sent it to some goddamn body. Yeah. But for those of you that don't know, Naja is working her way into becoming a lawyer. She works under Marilyn Mosby at this time. And she's brilliant. I mean, she really is brilliant. When I think of a team, I always tell her, you're going to be my legal person. So I appreciate her in so many different ways. Sometimes she'll look at me and be like, Jackie, you're so exhausting. The same way Lonnie look, but Lonnie gives a different kind of look. And I feel like, anybody paying Lonnie no damn mind.
But her look, you would actually
because I know she's saying I can't with you. That's what her look always say. I can't with you.
Me and Lonnie look, you be like, oh, whatever. But
I'll be like, whatever.
When she look at you, you're like, oh, okay.
Right. Yeah. Well, it's different with y'all, because I think when y'all say no or something, I am a bully.
You're a bully.
I think when y'all say no, it's out of fear, and I'm like, I'm not entertaining that shit right now. So yeah, that's how I look at it. So you gonna play something for us, Tin Man?
Yeah, I can do so.
So I don't know if you've ever heard him play, Shelly, but you're in for a treat, because he really is good, and he has a band called Tropical Soul. And so if you want to book him for something, he's reasonable, and the band is really phenomenal.
I agree.
Yeah, I met him through Aaron, so I appreciate that.
Yeah, we had some good times at Echo, right?
Hell yeah. Who's that?
I don't even know.
Hello?
We got one more caller.
Hello?
Hello?
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I just calling to wish you happy birthday. And I'm sorry that I can't be there with you with all this stuff going on, but I'm glad that you're having a decent birthday. I love you, and I'll talk with you soon.
Thank you so much. So that's my brother. That's the one that you see in all of the photos with me. We're like 18 months apart. He's my reality check.
A comedian.
He's a comedian, exactly. We've been together for a long time. I think a lot of times, like when we would go stay somewhere, I think people would say, "Don't bring them two motherfuckers together."
Yeah, we like twins. We
like twins, exactly.
Right.
Yeah.
The funniest memes on Facebook.
No, that's not Michael. That's Charlie. You talking about Michael?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought that's okay.
So
this is my one and only. The only reason I'm on Facebook with any kind of social media is to wish my sister happy birthday. After I get off the phone with her, I'm gonna be ghost.
And he is that. He doesn't do social media at all. So I always call him the cowboy, like Eric said. I always call him, if you all have seen the movie Usual Suspects, I call him the modern day Kaiser Soze.
I'm out of here. Hey, happy birthday. I love you. Enjoy yourself.
All right, thank you. So I got my son right there.
Hey, Greg.
Hey, son. I'm going to let Rich play, but I want to say this, how my son started out my birthday today. So he ordered us IHOP. So I had steak and eggs, pancakes, and sausage, and the rosé moet. I only ate the steak and eggs, so tonight when I go home, because I got the munchies, not that I smoke or anything, but I drink. I drink, so I got to feed that alcohol. And but not only did he do that for me, my son paid for the trademark of my name. So if you have a business, you gotta trademark your name. Speaking of businesses, my son is certified in all things cannabis. His business is called Flower Powers. He's on Instagram. You can follow him at Flower Powers LLC. He partnered with the largest distributor of cannabis products in the country to create his own brand. So I'm so proud of him. We come along.
He's got the best stuff.
He's got the best stuff.
I got in his car one time and couldn't barely walk when I got out. So I can personally vouch. I can personally vouch for what he had.
So another thing I'm gonna tell you about it, my son. So I wouldn't allow him to bring weed in the house. So if I found it, I would either give it to my brothers or I would flush the shit down the toilet because he ain't had no business bringing it in the house. So my thing was find a legal way of being able to reap the benefits. And he did. I had no idea that he was going to school. I know he's gone, but he's still there. I had no idea that he was actually taking courses to become a master cannabis grower or, certified in that field. So it's just a reminder that it doesn't matter what your background is, that you can do anything you set your mind to. And I always would preach to him sometimes, and he would be giving me that look like, "Mine with that shit today." You know what I'm saying? When your parents get on your nerves and shit, be like, "Mine with that." He wouldn't say it, but he would have a look that say, "I am not with her and her bullshit today." And he think he's slick, because sometimes he still give me that look. I'll be trying to talk, because I wake up early, and I'm like bright-eyed and bushy-tailed, and I want to talk. And he'll sometimes be like, I ain't even smoke yet, man. Like he's saying, like, I ain't with that shit right now. You call me, come back a couple of hours from there and we can talk about it. But I wanted to say I'm so proud of you, and I'm grateful for you, because I remember back in September, for those people that are close to me, they know my circumstances. But my son gave me a place to stay when I lost everything. And I'm still there. And I just want to say, sometimes when you raise kids, you wonder if you've done right by them. And obviously I have. You gave me a place to stay when I didn't have anywhere to go. And I appreciate you for that. And I'm so proud of you and your growth, because I know the road that you've traveled, and I'm in such fucking awe of you, man. I mean, really.
Thank you.
She said you were her hero.
He was. I always say that my son was my hero because he was there when I lost everything. I came back from Los Angeles at the epitome of my career, but my personal life had tanked and I lost every fucking thing. You know what I'm saying? And I remember my son picking me up from the airport and saying, "Ma, where am I going to take you?" And I had no fucking idea where I was going to go. and he said, I'm taking you to my house. You know what I'm saying? So I am grateful every day for him, and he's proof that I did all right. You know what I'm saying? So I'm really grateful. I'm really grateful.
Now that's what's up.
Yeah, that's so. What's your, if you had to talk about a favorite memory, what's one of your favorite memories of us?
Spot like that.
Huh?
I said you gonna put me on the spot like that.
He doesn't do media and stuff. I've invited him on the show many times, but that's not his area of comfort. So yeah.
I don't think. Oh, I know you really big family. So family that definitely make me happy. We've been through a lot. So to see your journey, where you that direction you go, definitely molded your inspiration to me.
Well, I appreciate that. I appreciate you stepping out your comfort zone to actually tune in, because I know this ain't your shit. And thank you so much. I think that I probably could never express the gratitude that I feel towards you. I probably could never, ever express how proud I am of you, because your journey has been amazing. I've learned from you because I am a hothead a lot of times, and my son is always like, "Ma, it ain't even worth it, blah blah blah," and my mindset is like, "But fuck that shit, I'm gonna say what I gotta say." But he's so mild-mannered, and I feel like truly blessed to have been chosen to be his mom. So, yeah. I'm not trying to make you cry or anything, but I just wanted to say that. I just wanted to say that to you.
Appreciate that.
Yeah, so, well, I know you have so much other things to do, but I appreciate you tuning in. You see Lonnie, my designated driver.
I'm glad you got.
Who's that? Hello.
Hi, this is Wesleyan. My favorite memory of you is buying Greg his favorite color, pink Huggies, when he was little, and a purple pacifier. That was my favorite memory of him.
I ain't buy no fucking pink Huggies. The fuck is you talking about? She got jokes. Wesley got jokes. Hey, Wesley. She played too damn much, Greg. I knew she was gonna call in with some bullshit.
Pink and purple.
She had to get off the phone because she had to think of that. She was trying to think of some funny shit to say. It took her a couple of minutes because her brain don't process like that, and that's all she came up with.
Pink and purple.
Huggies. Purple Huggies.
Yeah, she's delusional. Go ahead, Rich.
No, did it freeze?
No. He getting ready to play.
No.
All right. Lonnie getting ready to strip, y'all. He really is awesome, y'all. I mean, if you're having something and you want a band, definitely book him in Tropical Soul. He really is great. The professionalism that they have is just like amazing. Shout out to Will and Dexter.
Will and Dexter. No, but the pleasure's been all mine. I mean, I met you guys maybe like 3 years ago, and the rest is hysterical.
Yeah, see. He's such a good friend. Now, I've been going through a rough time, and the thing about Rich is that I can call Rich, and if I say, hey, this is what I need, he's there. I really treasure my friendships with people because you never know when you need somebody. And even if I just need an ear. But not only is he a good friend, I got to share this story. They used to play at this place. I don't want to name it. I think they're closed now. But I remember the owner's uncle, as y'all called him, Uncle Daddy.
Uncle Daddy.
He liked me. So one time when they were playing, Rich's wife came, and dude just would not just sit down. And he came and he sat between me and Rich's wife. And let me tell you something. She was ready to kick his ass.
See what I got put up with?
And I was like, oh, I ain't got to worry about nothing because Sarai is my bodyguard. You know what I mean? She's so cool. And it was just, when you have friends and they're married, you know, you want to kind of like build a bond with their wife. And I felt like with her, I didn't even have to try. She's such an amazing woman. And I remember a conversation you and I had, and she was telling you something, and you said that you was like, Jackie, my friend.
I was a little territorial there.
He was territorial, but his wife is so amazing. And I appreciate her. I appreciate her in allowing me to have him for a couple of hours on Wednesdays. And I think she know by now that both of us are a little off. But she allows me to have him for a couple of hours, and I'm grateful for that. I feel like I'm part of their family, even with the band. So even though I say Dexter, his name is Desmond. But why does he remind me of the character that Eddie Murphy talked about in Raw, Dexter St. Jacques?
That's exactly what it
Now, am I lying when I say that isn't who Eddie Murphy is talking about?
Yep, that's him.
But he's a nice guy. And when I think about the band as a whole, because I've even connected with Will's wife, and they're like one big family. And I'm really like appreciative of my relationships, because when people are there for you, you have to recognize that, you know what I mean? So I think that I've been fortunate to have good people placed in my life, and I will never take that for granted. I think that's why I wanted to do this show, because it was more so about being appreciative of the relationships that I have developed over time. I think when I think about Nick, Terrence, shout out to Terra Cafe, Terrence made the connection, and I said, well, you said that's your boy, but his ass ain't called me back yet. So Terrence pulled out his phone, I said, what? Wait a minute. And he called Nick, and the rest is history. That's why I'm here right now. I love the professionalism that Nick has. And Nick is, he can be outspoken. So sometimes I'm, not all the time, but sometimes, so don't judge me. Sometimes I'm a little extra. And so Nick, don't fucking judge me. So Nick will remind me that I'm extra at times. You know, he has a polite way of saying things, but in my mind, I'm saying, are you trying to tell me to shut the fuck up or sit down some goddamn way?
Simmer down now.
Simmer down, yeah. So I appreciate that. I think I've been here for what? Has it been 2 years? It's been 2 years. And it's like I feel like this is home. I feel like it's home. And Nick will give me pointers, and that's how you grow. I'll be like, oh, can we try this? And he'd be like, wait a minute, woman, I'm working on it. So I really appreciate that. I feel like I'm on my path. When I think of the people that I have around me, Aaron, I owe many thanks for introducing me to Rich. When I think about Lonnie, I know I exhausted Lonnie many times. Lonnie said that
he gave you that look.
He gives me the look. And so we used to do karaoke at Page's, and Sean was my DJ, and it would take him forever to unload and pack up his shit. And then I would get to talking to him because I like to talk. And I remember, I just think about not only the look that Lonnie gave me, but I think about the look that AJ would give, like, stop it. Stop talking. But I really, oh my God, I feel like I'm the luckiest woman in the world when I think about where I started from and where I am now. I feel like I have amazing people in my corner, and you can't put a price tag on that. I've lost people along the way. I remember when I first decided to take this to online radio, and the people I started out with at Echo, they abandoned me 2 days before going live on radio. And I think I didn't even take it personal, because what I realized is not everybody is on the level of comfort that you're on, and not everybody is meant to go to that next level. And it was all good. I wish that they had probably let me know ahead of time, but for people that are close to me, they know that nothing stops me. So I was going to do the show even if I had to do it by myself. So I recruited Mark. Mark gave me my first opportunity, so I'll never forget him for that. And I brought him on as my co-host, and I guess I can say the rest is history. So when you start to grow, you have to end things the right way. So I left Street Legal the right way. Mark and I are still friends, but Mix Station is my home now. So whatever I have going on, I'm always thinking about Short Legs over here. and I'm honored to be here, and I feel like Terrence. When I think about Terrence, I gotta give him a plug. Terra Cafe. Terrence put this shit together, and I am forever grateful. And I feel like this is home. No matter where I travel to, this is always going to be home. When I come in here,
when I think of home,
Nick,
think of a place.
Don't you do it. Winnie, I want you to sing for me before this is over. Just saying. Does she do? Wow. She damn sure did.
She ghosted.
But she has a beautiful voice. But when I think of everything, and I always wanted to sing, even though I can't sing, but my cousin Winnie has a beautiful voice. And we did the karaoke. And I dressed up as so many different people. You never knew what I was coming in as. At the age of 4, I always had something in my hand representing the microphone, and at 54, I'm still behind the mic. So I'm on my journey. I'm on the path that I'm supposed to be. I wasn't meant to be a singer, God knows. But I'm still here behind the microphone. And I said all of that to say, God gives you signs of where you're supposed to be. And with that being said, it doesn't matter how far you run away from it. He pulls your ass right back to it and said, listen, I'm trying to tell you some real shit. He's probably not saying real shit, but he know I'm going to say real shit. But it's just a reminder when we try to get away from what we know we're supposed to do, you're pulled right back to it. I feel like I'm sitting here today as a result of so many people praying for me, encouraging me, and while I am starting over, I just want people to know that it doesn't matter where you begin, just as long as you start. You know, even with my transition, I never lost focus of my dream. I never lost focus of the person I'm meant to be, even though I was struggling. And when I say to people I lost everything, when I came back from Los Angeles, I had 5 pair drawers in my suitcase. You know what I'm saying? Shit that I had that it took me a while to accumulate. I lost all of that. I had, you know, my son was fortunate enough to get some of my things. But when I say that you can do anything that you set your mind to do, it is possible. I am a witness that you can start from ground zero and continue to build yourself up and never allow people to tell you what you can and can't do. And people are always going to have something to say, but you have to hold firm in your belief in your own goddamn power. Now, I go out with Winnie sometimes. Winnie was, I miss her pretty face because I say, come on, Whitney, I need to go have a cocktail. Now, she don't drink. She's a very spiritual woman. And I said, listen, damn it, I need to have a cocktail, okay? So I'm sitting at the table, and she's, you know, always encouraging, and my every other word is filth, flying filth coming out my mouth, but not once has she ever judged me during that time. And not just that, but when you have people in your corner that are in your corner no matter what, I think that the possibilities are endless. Mm-hmm. She made a statement the other day that was so funny when I posted about my dad's birthday, and she said, Alonzo, I'm trying to keep her in line, but it's a very hard job. And it really, really is. I always believed in being the person I'm meant to be, and it's not for everybody. Everybody isn't going to like me, and I'm okay with that, because I might not like your ass either. You know what I'm saying? But the big picture is to be able to touch lives, and that's what I live for, to be able to impact somebody's life. Somebody might be out there thinking, oh, I done lost this, I done lost that. There's nothing to do. I am a witness of what prayer can do for you. I am a witness, and that when you are determined and you believe in all that you are, you can accomplish anything. Oh yeah, the devil's gonna put so much shit in your path, but you have to decide that I'm bigger than that. I can do it. I know what my power is. But it doesn't mean that there aren't days when I wake up and, you know, I might have a moment to myself because I think about all that I've been through from September to now. But I've had more ups than I've had downs. You know what I mean? So I went to Los Angeles. I got an XB award, and I was surrounded by Emmy award winning people. And I'm standing up there accepting my award, and I'm saying, these motherfuckers don't know that I'm homeless. You know what I'm saying? And I always think, there was a song, I think her name is Helen Baylor. I think it was called Praying Grandmother. And I always think about, but I had a praying grandmother. You know what I'm saying? I always think about that, like, I am here. And I remember I wasn't going to go on that trip because of everything that I was facing. And I said, before I went to bed that night, God, if it's meant for me to go, show me a sign. He didn't just show me one sign. He gave me 2 signs. So my siblings text me that morning and say, go knock their socks off. Go dazzle those white people. Go show them who Queen Jackie is. I said, well, you know, Lord, I think I only asked for 1 sign. But he gave me 2 because he know I'm a little simple. So he gave me 2 signs. My suitcase was already packed. And when I got to Los Angeles, I said, this is where I'm supposed to be. I know I'm a little long-winded, but I just want people to understand that what is for you is for you, and it doesn't matter what you're going through. It's for you. So go claim it. Don't let anybody stop you from being the person that you're meant to be. I'm still rebuilding. But every day that I wake up, I'm not a person that goes to church every Sunday, but every day that I wake up, I thank God because I woke up. I woke up with a new opportunity to change my outcome. Now, he's still working on me because he know I like to cuss. You know what I'm saying? He's still working on me because I love a cocktail. But I can touch lives. And that's the thing. God can use anybody. So never forget that. You know, it doesn't matter who you are. I feel like sometimes when you go to church people are the most judgmental people out there. But if you've been through something, you know that you have the power to educate other people so that maybe they don't have to stumble and fall and make the same mistakes that you made. You have a responsibility. You can't sit in the pulpit every fucking Sunday and say, look at sister or brother so-and-so, and you're passing judgment. Because now you forgot what it's about to sit in that house. You know, and if you're going to church to worship that man or woman in the pulpit, you're always going to hunger because you're going to church for the wrong reason. I didn't start out to preach, but I think people need to understand that we all fall short. But what matters is how we get back up and how we impact others. I never want to sit in this chair and not share a part of my journey and not share that all the stuff that God has done for me, and understand that when you lose stuff, he replaces it tenfold. So don't beat yourself up about where you are in life. Just know that things get better. I'm a witness to that. So Winnie, are you going to sing that? I done had all that shit. You going to sing a little something? She on mute.
Well, and my phone is acting crazy, so I think something going on with the reception in my neighborhood or something, because it keep cutting on and off. I was saying I don't know what to sing.
Just whatever you feel. Let's do that. You on mute? Okay. Aaron, I think about you every day. I think about how you make me laugh.
Huh?
I'm talking to Aaron. I think about how you make me laugh. I think about your journey. And I think about how amazing you are. I mean, I swear when I think of you, I was like, damn, I miss Aaron, you know. I'm so used to seeing you. So I just want you to know that even though I don't call you or reach out like that, you're always on my mind.
That's the same here. We'll get together soon. I mean, stuff is opening up again.
I'm sure. Shelly,
Right.
I think about our time together, and I feel like I never want to leave here without people not knowing how I feel about them. I don't see you much, but you know it's always love. And I'm so proud of you, and I think that you are amazing. So I know Winnie don't have a drink because she doesn't drink. Aaron, you got a drink in your hand because I want y'all to raise your glasses. Eric is kind of low key. Okay, Winnie, with your water. Cheers. I love all of y'all, and I appreciate y'all for taking the time to share in this moment with me.
Absolutely. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday. Love you too.
Thank you so much.
Happy birthday, Jackie.
Thank you so much. I didn't cry.
I'm drunk as a
I was worried. I'm not drunk yet. But let me tell you, Shelly, I told Lonnie, I said, listen, damn it, I got the munchies and I don't even fucking smoke. I want a goddamn taco, okay? I must have got what they call it? Contact. I must have got a contact.
I didn't drink half this bottle listening to your ass.
God damn.
2 bottles of wine.
Damn.
So I'm ready to go.
I don't know what's going on with my video, Jack, but I was trying to say, I didn't get to say what my favorite memory is, but that's because we're still making them.
Okay.
Oh, that's what's up.
I love that. But can you give us a couple of lines of song to cose us out tonight?
My voice ain't even good. I don't even know what to say.
Don't do that, Winnie. You have an amazing voice.
Seriously, let me sing. What? You love me.
There you go.
It's special. Need different every time we bow down on our knees. We praise God and say, please forgive me. Keep loving me. Please squeeze me. Please let me know that you love me, especially different. That's it.
You're so amazing. I mean,
very nice.
The thing is, I remember when my grandmother died, and her father is such a musical genius. And I remember they said that they messed up. I think they messed up something in the song. And she said her dad was like, if you're going to sing it right. And her dad is so mild-mannered. So I couldn't imagine him fussing at them. But he doesn't play about his music. You know what I mean? And she was like, Dad was like, you're going to sing it right. And I think for him, it was such a big deal because that was his big sister's funeral. You know what I mean? So I was like, Uncle Charles said that because I just
he said that, but the amazing part of that, Jackie, just like you said, when you're meeting people, even with Dad, my dad's 90 years old, still amazing. So even when I couldn't breathe a while ago, I'm like, still thinking like, look how blessed I am to be 50-something years old and I still have a 90-year-old dad that will stop in the middle of talking to me and pray for me. Like that's right there.
That's amazing.
That's something amazing. But even when you said like he didn't play about his siblings, and we talk about that, like that's the difference in people today. Nobody knew like, here's my dad old and he's lost all of his siblings, but he still talks about them every day. He has their pictures. There's still so much love there that he has for his siblings that it's amazing. You have to respect it even if you don't want to.
It's true.
like the generations are so different. Like he would talk like how they would call every day. He knew every day was 7 o'clock because Uncle Henry was calling.
Right.
He's calling down to Florida and talk to his sister. He's doing this. So it's like I have to live by example of that. Like I'm always joking when you say slick mouth. I always consider myself, I'm somewhat passive because I don't have to always say I ain't gonna worry about much. Because I don't worry about nothing. Like now, usually, and if you touch my children, my grandchildren, I'm a whole different beast. But you know, I like to talk a little trash like when I'm playing, but I don't like to get nothing started. And usually, if somebody starts something with me, I'm the kind of person like you can start it, but I'm gonna be in on this finish end because I'm not a person that's try to intimidate people or anything like that. Because I come from a legacy of love. You know what we say. You know what they always said about the family. And I'm going to try to live that love. Even in the midst of what's going on now, I'm going to show you love while I educate you about American history. Exactly. I'm going to show you love while I tell you about I'm a woman that ain't got to sleep with everybody to walk the street and feel some good. You know?
Ooh, talk
so
about
that's all I want to say. Happy birthday to you because you come from a legacy of love and none of this stuff that's about to happen. Because the setbacks, what they say, are set up for a comeback.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I appreciate you so much. So when I was going through my thing, I say, Winnie, come on, I need to go out, have a drink. She never partakes in the alcohol side, but not once has she ever judged me for wanting to have a drink and wanting to just hang out because I needed to clear my head. Sometimes, especially a few months ago, there was so much noise in my head that I needed to get out. And I would call her and say, can you meet me at so-and-so place? And she'd come across town. She never complained. She let me vent. And I appreciate her for that. I feel like I'm the luckiest girl in the world that I'm surrounded by so much love. I come from a family of love, and that's why I say during this time it's so hard for me because I am a hugger. I think it's not that I'm not being safe, but I'm an affectionate person, and I think with everything that's going on, this thing here, it kind of forces a disconnect. You know what I mean? I don't feel like I have to stop being who I am. I'm going to be as safe as I possibly can, but I can't imagine not hugging my loved ones. You know, right. So that's like a big thing to me. At the funeral, I remember the pastor saying, don't touch anybody, blah, 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 blah. And I remember my cousin saying, he said, don't touch anybody, but he damn near tongue kissed, you know, one of our other cousins and stuff. and I'm just saying that I think with everything that's happening, we need to, I feel like they want to disconnect us. They want us to not be intimate with one another. I understand the seriousness of COVID, but I cannot not touch a family member. You know what I'm saying? That's what we grew up on. I come from a family of love and such forgiveness. Now, what I will say, I've not inherited that forgiveness shit. Right, he's still working with me. I'm learning.
We forgive after we beat you down.
But coming from a family of love is like it makes you you're so grateful because you are surrounded by all of that love, and right. I appreciate that. I think I done went past my time, and while Nick might not be saying anything, Nick might have a love connection. Is it you, Shelly? Shelly, like, hold up.
Listen, if I get a love connection looking like this, good on me.
That's what love does. You ain't got no good for having love.
Goddamn right.
They caught me in the middle of washing my hair. I tried to cover it up.
You tried to cover
it. But it be like, boom.
No,
right, like this.
Exactly.
I think the one thing that I want to stress to people, even though we have to be safe, let's not forget what we come from. We come from love, for one. You know, let's not forget our power. I think that's the thing. That's always going to be my message. Let's not get so caught up in what the media is putting out there. Let's create our own history. We don't own the media, but for everybody that has a show like this, we have a responsibility to report our own happenings in our community. Let's understand that we're in this together, but we have to continue to uplift one another. You might not like everything that somebody says, and it's okay. That is a part of what makes us human. You're not going to agree with everything somebody says, but can we please? And I think Rodney King said it best. Can we all just get along? You know what I'm saying? Because that's what it's all about. I feel like that's how we're going to continue to survive. I think that we have to pour life into each other. Otherwise, we're not going to survive this. Let's kind of take away that mentality that I'm out for mine. Because if you win, the community loses. Right. But if we all come together, the community wins. And I want us to always think about that. I want us to always think about us as a collective and not just an individual. I can go on about this, but I know my time is up. But I really want people to think about this. I think even in terms of an election, I think when I think about the election as a whole, and I know many people disagree, but I really believe Trump is going to get a second term. The reason I say that is because he's brilliant in terms of rolling out this second stimulus at the right time, because he knows it's going to secure the election. Right. With that being said,
more wise than that, because while you getting a $1,200 check, him and his friends are getting $12 million.
But even that being said, think about it from this standpoint. So many people lost their jobs. So many companies are not reopening. So what he's proposing, one aspect of it is that they're going to do a direct deposit for a couple of months for people that's been out of work. Those people will then look at it like he cares. So they're going to vote for him.
Right, but the only thing that even if you rolled out $6,000, look at the amount of money Jeff Bezos has made in these 3 months in Target and Walmart. Yeah. So it's like the big companies that got to stay open. But aside from that, it's just like even listening to what he says kind of tells you who he is.
He's an idiot, but in terms of business, he knows how to put shit out at the right time. That is what secured that first election. That's what's going to secure this second election. Exactly. I think the only way that Biden is going to win is if he adds Michelle Obama. And I'm not sure if she's interested. Anybody else that he adds at this time, he's not going to win. I mean, I'm a realist. If he actually added Bernie Sanders, he could still win. But they are afraid of Bernie Sanders because they feel like Bernie Sanders is a revolutionist.
And a lot of people didn't like him too because, like, oh, he's Jewish. See, that's still where we come in. Not just necessarily the Jewish people, but a lot of the regular white people was like, oh, well, he's Jewish. And then, like you said, he's.
I think that what I would like to see the black community, because we have the power, especially when you think about $1.4 trillion buying power. No community has that type of buying power. What I would like to see in our community is us come together supporting each other and maximizing that buying power. I think we have the power to bring America to its knees, but we can't do it.
You know, they did that July the 7th blackout or whatever it is, and that kind of helped. But if you realize people couldn't wait, people were still sneaking during this shutdown, going into the Asian stores getting their nails done.
That's what.
And now we can't stay out. We can't stay out of getting our nails done. We still buying all the Nikes.
We cannot bring America to its knees if we are thinking in terms of ego and I want this and I want that, because that's what they're counting on.
Right.
That's exactly what they're counting on. I want us as a community to read, research, and know and understand your power. Because if you don't, which I'm sure he is, this man will definitely get a second term. You're delusional if you think that he is not. He's not entertaining Mitch McConnell's stimulus package. He's not entertaining Pelosi's. He said their package will never see the light of day.
Not Mitch McConnell, because he has the right.
It doesn't matter. It's like he has the power, and he's using that power to get a second term. That's what we don't understand.
He's catering to his
base.
That's
what I mean.
He's catering to his base.
What he got to do.
Exactly.
He don't even care about.
He doesn't care about anything. All he cares about is getting that second term, because he knows he's going to drop that package probably in September or October, and people that are hurting are going to vote for him because they feel like he cares. He does not. He cares about his own agenda, and that's what I want us as a community to be mindful of.
Yeah, well,
so
that's right.
I've been on this soapbox for a long time. I thank y'all. I might go home and Lonnie call crying like a motherfucker. But after I get this goddamn taco, okay?
Don't drop you off on the nearest corner. Don't drop her off on the nearest corner. Just
He's not going to do that. Lonnie is so used to me. Lonnie be looking at me sideways, and I be like, I ain't worried about what the fuck you looking at. You know, he going to take me to Taco Bell, which is right up the street. I'm going to get me a chalupa. By the time I get home, my stomach probably be on fire, like firecrackers blowing up in my stomach. Bubble guts, like Rich said. But that chalupa is going to be like heaven.
Is it black owned?
No.
Listen, let me tell you something, Shelly. Don't start my cousin on that shit. We done been out many times at many different places, and she's like, I want us to be more invested. I get and I understand that. Here's always my answer to that. As
long as a black person's birthday, I can still give him my money.
Right. If we are not ready for that next level, you understand? You know, we can still support because they got people hired, but sometimes we are not ready to put in that work. That's what I've noticed. I've been to a lot of establishments that I try to support in terms because they're black business, but let me just be clear. They're not ready for the next level. I went to a brunch. We had an 80th birthday party for my cousin. I'm not going to name the establishment, but we waited a couple of hours for our food because them motherfuckers had to go to Sam's because they wasn't prepared for the brunch. We booked ahead of time, but they wasn't prepared. And that is the thing. For my black business owners, you got to be prepared. If you book a party of 15, get the food the night before. Don't make us wait a couple of hours, especially those of us that come on an empty goddamn stomach and you waiting to eat and my stomach is touching my back. You know what I'm saying? I don't like that. I don't mind supporting, but have your shit together. And that's the one thing, if I'm talking about business, I don't have any complaints when it comes to Terra Cafe. I think that Terrence and his team are on top of shit.
Right.
I want other business owners. I couldn't even say that about City View because they were on top of their shit too. And I gotta give props to Lon Ray because I know that my personality has been exhausting in the days of my Pejus days, the Fedioras, but they were on top of their shit. So I will always patronize them because they took care of me. They allowed me the opportunity to have many parties there. And even Corinthians, even though Tony and Mike no longer own it, they allowed me the opportunity to have my party there every year. Whatever I wanted, they were very accommodating. I am definitely, and even Echo, I would go in there. I felt so comfortable because my cousin Aaron was a co-owner. What I'm saying is people, if you want people to support you, have your shit together. I got to shout out one other business because I went to support them this weekend. Hoodfellas Kitchen is open on 607 Baker Street. I went down there on Baker Street because my ass was so goddamn hungry. And I had snow crab clusters. I had ribs. And right across the street, they also had a guy that was selling the mason jars full of cocktails. So I had a Hawaiian mango shit with tequila. Then I had something else with vodka. But when I called in my order, when I went to pick it up, it was ready.
Where was this?
Hoodfellas Kitchen, 607 Baker Street.
That's West Baltimore?
That's West Baltimore. So
West Side is the best side.
I'll be there.
But listen, it's right off of Druid Hill. So if you're coming down, if you're coming down Druid Hill if you're coming from North Avenue East, make the left on Druid Hill, that quick right on Baker Street. He's in the next block. His food is awesome. I've had him on the show. His food is definitely phenomenal. And I don't want to, I'm going to take this caller, but I don't want to sleep on Lonnie. Lonnie is an event planner. He sets up your events, and it is so glamorous. It's like Beverly Hills style, and he's a great cook. So what's the name of your business? Lonnie Alexander Jordan?
Alexander and Company.
Alexander and Company. So if you want to book him, book him. If you want to book my man Rich Tropical Soul, hit him up on Facebook, Richard Simper Jr. Nick, let me tell you something about Nick. There is no other station that has their shit together like my man Nick, a.k.a. Short Legs, but you can't call him that. So he is the man. He is professional. He gonna let you know what he can and can't do, and he's always investing in his business. So if you're thinking about doing a podcast of any kind, get in touch with Nick, Marcus Nichols on Facebook. Give your handle.
I am Alexander and Company is my Instagram and my Facebook. I'm just so happy I'm also a certified life coach. I specialize in couples, preparing for marriage, blended families, and just basically family issues.
Okay, who I got on the line? Hello, caller.
Hello, it's Tyler Little.
Hi, cousin. Let me tell you all about my cousin.
To you, sweetie.
He's used to partying with me on my birthday, but COVID done fucked that up. But if you're in the market to get your body in shape, that is the man you need to contact. Tyler Little on Facebook. He's going to give you a meal plan. He's going to work out with you, and you can't be no bitch about it because he means business. He is my go-to guy.
That's right.
I miss hanging out with him. He can't dance, but he likes to dance with his cousin, and I appreciate that. So what you got to say, Tyler?
I just want black people out here to really take their health very seriously during this pandemic because it's crazy out there. It really is. Wash your hands, wear your PPE, and always stay healthy. You know, even when this pandemic is over, just continue to stay healthy. I talk about health all the time. I love educating people about health and fitness. And the right way. There's a lot of wrong ways of doing it. I posted something earlier about detox teas and detox diets. Please stay away from that stuff because it doesn't work.
for many, many centuries. They've been trying, or professionals or these witch doctors been trying to come out with stuff to rid the body of toxins and all kinds of whatever. They use things like leeches and all kinds of crazy stuff. So fast forward today, what you see is a lot of commercialism around detox teas and detox diets and certain types of diets. And all these nouveau diets, please stay away from this stuff. You're wasting your money. Just buy sensible foods such as leafy green vegetables and fruit. Drink plenty of water. Drink very little alcohol. Get plenty of rest.
Well, I'm
all
out.
That good stuff.
Did he say no alcohol?
He said, don't stay away from the alcohol. So, Shelly, you are not fuck that up.
Me out. That leaves me out.
Jackie out.
That leaves me out, yeah.
That leaves me the fuck out.
Taco Bell. So let me tell y'all another thing while I have Rich still here.
Just don't go there every day for lunch.
So I'm going there tonight because I got the goddamn munchies, Tyler. Okay, so I want a chalupa.
Moderation. My father Dickie. He said
moderation.
Do things in moderation.
Okay.
You don't have to go to full tilt of eating healthy. I mean, I like Popeyes. I like KFC and Chick-fil-A, but I'm not there every damn day or every lunch or every week.
Now he got me.
Once a month, once or twice a month. That's it. That's enough for me. You know what I mean? It's called the 10% rule, 90% healthy, 10%. I mean, 80-20 rule. My wife is correcting me. 80-20 rule.
Hi, Taffy.
80% healthy and 20% garbage. Trust me, I love chicken. I love bacon, and I love all that good stuff. But I'm not eating it every day. 80% is healthy, 20%, the rest all bullshit and garbage. Okay? And I drink plenty of water. I got a bunch of sodas and all kinds of drinks in my refrigerator for my family, but I'm not touching it. It's for them.
Right.
You know what I mean?
So if you want to
I'm not
see,
putting down those places and all those foods that we love to eat growing up.
He's
but
a talker.
Just eat it.
My family are talkers.
Please.
So let me just let y'all know, if you want to see his journey and you want to hire him as your trainer, he's on there on Facebook as Tyler Little. He's amazing, okay? It's just that his cousin is hard-headed because I want to do what I want to do. But moving forward, because I really am trying to get healthier, especially with this diabetes.
Right.
I've lost about 57 pounds having diabetes.
Type 2.
Yeah, I'm type 2.
It's all diet. You change your diet and you
can
get rid of diabetes. Do not take pills. All you have to do is change your diet and it will work.
Hit him up on Facebook if you want him as a trainer. Tyler Little. What are you on Instagram as? Hermes?
I'm Hermes21201.
He is amazing.
Hermes like the designer. He's the designer. Hermes 21201. HERMES 21201. The zip code.
He really is amazing, and he
you
knows
inbox me
his shit.
And ask me all kinds of questions about the stuff out here. Like, for instance, I saw this guy, right? He's a health guru, right? And he always posted stuff about fitness and all that. I'm not going to call his name out, but he said we should detox once a quarter, or every quarter. And I saw that. I'm like, that's the most ridiculous thing I saw in my goddamn life. Please don't do that. So I had to post something this morning about the real information about detox. That's just stupid. That's the stupidest thing I ever heard in my life. And I got a science background. And I read all the literature and all the research papers. And it's the stupidest thing I've ever heard and seen coming from a person that always promoting health and fitness. But he's delivering the wrong message. And please, people.
And let me just tell y'all about Tyler. He is a biologist. Yeah. So he's all about chemicals, so he knows what he's talking about. Cousin, I miss dancing with you.
I get my master's in public health, so I know this stuff. I see the data. No, you want to hit me up? Hit me up.
Hit him up.
Facebook.
I'm going to have him on the show next month. So you need to get your mind right. You need to get your mind right, Tyler. What you got a question about sex?
Love to come on there, Jackie.
We want to talk about sex. What can you recommend for sex?
I can talk about that too. We need sex. Keep us healthy.
Okay, Shelly got a question. Go ahead, Shelly.
You ever heard? Look, if you don't use it, I'm telling you, I can talk about.
Wait a minute, Tyler. Let her ask her question.
Use it, you're gonna lose it.
Tyler,
I'm 53 years old.
Shelly, what's your question?
I don't care about the food or anything, but can you help me if I only drink on the weekends? I'm not trying to give up my drinking on the weekends.
Okay,
moderation.
You can only have one drink.
That is
once
moderation.
A week or once a day.
Monday
One drink once a day.
Monday through Sunday is my moderation.
One drink,
that's it.
Shelly.
One,
shit,
yeah, one
that ain't
drink
gonna make
a week,
I ain't
that's
gonna
fine. But don't drink it every day. Okay.
Oh, well, I
once
guess
a
I'm gonna
week
just
on
die.
Sunday
Okay, all right,
is
let's go. I ain't gonna be able to do
Thank
that.
you so much, Tyler. I miss your face. I can't wait to hug you. And thank you for calling in. Tyler doesn't dance, but he dances for his cousin because he knows she likes to dance. He's so goddamn stiff, but he will share a dance with his cousin. I love you, man. Thank you so much.
All right, love.
All right, bye-bye. Good night, folks. I thank you for tuning in to the Intimacy Chronicles. Shelly, you know how much I appreciate you for staying the whole time. You're amazing, and I can't wait to see your next chapter. Winnie, I love you, babe. I'm going to say thank you when you know I'm out here ratchet, wanting to have a cocktail, and you still trying to have a spiritual connection with me. But I said, can you bring me a Long Island iced tea while you at it? And you never judge me. I love you, Queen.
Love you too.
All right. Good night, folks.
Good
Thank
night.
you for tuning in to the Intimacy Chronicles. It's over with, Shelly. I just want a taco.
It ain't over.
I just want a fucking chalupa.
You can't go get it right there.